What up, yogis? My name is Daniel Cumming and welcome to Your Flow. So this is the first class in a series working towards Ardha Chandrasana, also known as half moon pose. So what we're going to do is just do a few little movements and exercises in this first class and introduce a few different concepts, and that'll actually help you work towards the full pose. Even if you've done the full half moon pose before in whatever variation that is, I would definitely recommend doing these because these will actually work towards different progressions of the pose as well. Plus probably throw in a few little tips and tricks that might help you to improve your pose. Now, we won't so much use props today. I will give you an option, but later on in the series, we will be using props. More importantly, a block. So you can get these from most stores. If you're in Australia, I think Kmart have them for like $7. Otherwise, anything that is similar to this may sound silly, but even a can or something, I've got a can of diced tomatoes here, it can still help because what we want to do is just elevate off the ground a little bit. So you can have one of these or stack a couple, just something a little bit more solid and it's not going to get knocked over too easily. You'll see what we may use these for eventually, but just really anything. It can be a shoebox tied up with maybe some weight in it. Otherwise just anything, a brick, because everyone has bricks lying around. So we'll start in a child's pose position. So what I want you to do is just find a balance between separating the knees or having the knees quite close together, and then just drawing the hips back towards the heels, and then lowering the elbows and forearms down, and just starting to focus on the breath. So as you breathe in, I want you to expand the belly down and out, filling full of air like a balloon. Body expands, and then as you exhale out through the nostrils, the whole body relaxes and almost surrenders down into the mat a little bit. So as you inhale, expand up and maybe forward with the chest a little bit. And then as you exhale, sink the hips back towards the heels. If this is too uncomfortable, at any time you can place a pillow or something underneath the hips, or you don't have to go all the way down. Won't be here for too much longer. One more big breath in. And then exhale, release. I'll get you to walk your hands towards your thighs, and then we'll take the right hand out to the right side of the body, and then the left foot out to the left. So this is where maybe a can or a block can come in handy. If it's too uncomfortable to reach the hand down to the ground, you can prop yourself up. Yeah? So right hand down, either onto the palm or the fingertips, left hand to the left hip, and ground down through the left foot. So I want you to press into the pinky toe of the left foot, and then extend that left arm up and over the body. So see how I'm lifting the side ribs. So as that left palm faces down, so we rotate the palm facing down, ground down through the whole of the left foot, and then open and lift through the left side ribs a little bit. And what I want you to do is don't dump into the right hand. What I mean by that is lifting up so you don't have all your weight on the right hand. So it's evenly distributed throughout the body. So a lot of the weight should actually be on this foot here, the left foot. So the more we ground down into the left foot, the less we'll have to pour into that right hand. Good, we'll go one more breath in. And then as you exhale, draw the left knee in and then left palm down, and we swap sides. So right foot out to the right, left palm down, right arm reaches up and long, rotate that right palm facing down. And when you rotate the right palm, you should feel the right shoulder just kind of click into place a little bit. Sound effects are always welcome if you want to add your own. But it feels like to me that the shoulder blade kind of just drops into place and settles in there. Right foot pressing down strong, extending that right arm up over the head, and then rib cage opens. And we always just draw the hips forward a little bit, not thrusting too much, but we don't want to slump our hips back too much. 2 more breaths. Good, last breath in. And then we bring the knee in. Let's swap sides one more time. So right palm back down again. Left foot out to the left, and this time I want you to place the left hand on the left hip. Lift your left foot. I want you to find a mixture between pointing the left set of toes and then flexing the foot. So it feels like we're actually pressing out with the ball of the foot and extending long. Good, what I want you to do is inhale, drop the left foot almost to the ground or even touching the ground, and then exhale, bring it up. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, drop it. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, drop it. Exhale, lift it up. One more. Inhale, drop it. Exhale, lift it out. Give me 2 circles. So 1, and 2. Nice work. Bring it in. Swap for the other side. So left hand out to the left, right foot out to the right, right hand, right hip. Good. Once you get your stability, set up, lift the right foot. Point the toes, flex the foot, find somewhere in between. So for me, it feels like I curl the toes away, if this is my foot, and I press into the ball of my foot, like I'm trying to press into a pedal or something. Inhale, drop the foot. Exhale, lift it up. 3 more. Inhale, drop the foot. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, drop the foot. Exhale, lift it up. 1 more. Inhale, drop the foot. Exhale, not done yet. 2 circles, as big or as small as you want them to be. Rotating from the hip, and then we bring it all in. Nice work. So let's come to an all fours position, and we'll lower down onto our belly. So pressing into the fingertips, tucking the chin as slowly as you can, bringing the shoulders towards the fingertips, so in front of the hands a little bit, and then just lowering down onto your belly. Good. Shuffle the feet back. Let's roll the shoulders up, bring ourselves into a locust position. So spread the fingertips, curl them around like you're holding 2 basketballs. Bring them beside you. Imagine pressing them down, lifting the chest, lifting the feet and the legs. So top of the head forward, feet pressing back. Now with your feet, that motion that we did before of pointing and flexing, so I've heard it called a floint before, because it's a mixture of flex and point. So see if you can floint your feet, so press the feet back, and then top of the head forward, that'll get that length. Because we're not just about bending or lifting, we're always about getting that length as well. 2 more breaths. Good, and then you can bring the hands to frame the chest, or the elbows in a little bit, soften through the shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest, pull the weight back to the hips, and then exhale back to a child's pose position. So lifting the hips and then just sinking them back. Just taking a few little sways side to side, loosening up. You can be still or you can move a little bit here. So we're just rocking side to side, rolling the shoulders, swaying the hips, whatever feels good for you. Good, and then coming back up to an all fours position. So we'll do a similar motion. So what we'll do now, right foot out to the right, left hand down. And what I want you to do is with the left hand on the ground and right hand on the right hip, I want you to just start to lift up a little bit. Yeah, so we inhale, lift the left arm up, and then we exhale, bring it down. Nice and slowly. So again, you might want to have your can of tomatoes or your block to place the left hand down. And if this gets too hard to lift straight from the ground, bend the right knee a little bit, and then you can lift up. And then exhale down. Good, 1 more time. Bend the right knee if you need to, pull the weight back, inhale, lift, and then exhale down. Good, swap knees around. So right knee in, left foot out. Good. So start with the right hand on the ground, left hand, left hip. And if it's too much on that left hip to lift, remember, bend the knee, pull the weight back, inhale, lift up, exhale, back down. If it's okay, pull the weight into the left foot, press down, inhale, lift up, exhale, back down. Good, 1 more time. Inhale, lift up, exhale, back down. Let's swap sides again. So it is repetitive motion, but they all have a purpose. So left knee stays down. This time we take the right foot out to the right. So the right set of toes is facing away, so along the mat. Left knee is facing directly to the side of the mat. So right foot is facing directly along the mat. Left knee is facing to the side of the mat. And it's like a little mini warrior 2 position. So if you've done Virabhadrasana 2 before, it's like a little mini version of this. So we'll take the left hand to the left hip, inhale, right arm up. And then as you exhale, right elbow, right thigh, press down into the thigh with the right elbow and lift that left arm up and over the body. I want you to rotate that left palm down and then look underneath that left armpit, pressing strong. So not forcing, but pressing into the right elbow, and see how I rotate and open up through the side ribs. So I want you to feel the same thing. It feels like it's forcing me to peek under my left armpit. Let's see what's over there. Yeah? 2 more breaths. Good, we'll reverse it. So left palm, left hand, left hip. Inhale, reverse. Good, and then bring the hand down, bring the knee in, other side. So left foot opens up. So you should have your left foot facing directly along the mat. It's just because I'm facing, obviously, you from the side of the mat looks a little bit different. And then the right knee is to the side of the mat. So right palm, right hip, inhale, reverse. Keep that left knee bent. Good, up and over. So press through the foot, lift left elbow, left thigh, right arm reaches up and over, rotate that right palm facing down. Good, strong. So we don't want to just hang out and dump into the hip. We want to press strong through the left foot. We're always elongating the whole body and moving, creating space in the joints. Good, about 2 more breaths. Long through the body. So it's a very similar concept. We're just building on this concept over and over and over. Very similar motions, very similar activation in the muscles. Good, let's reverse. So right palm to the right hip. Inhale, reverse, left arm up. And then we bring everything back together. Good, and then you can just take a few little rotations. So as you're on all fours, just rotate towards the left, to the right, to the front, to the back, pressing into the fingertips. Nice and strong. Reversing that direction. And then we'll come down to our belly again, but this time I want you to take some time. So if it's a bit much, you don't have to go as long as I say, but tuck the chin, look underneath the body, press into the fingertips. Let's see if we can take 6 seconds all the way down. So draw the lower belly and the ribs in. Optional smile. Take a breath in. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, down, good. Extend the body long, let's go locust again. So roll the shoulders up, back, open up through the palms, top of the head forward, feet back. Go a little bit longer, but I'll give you a rest at the end of this one. So open, broaden through the chest, so it feels like the chest and heart is shining forward and up. Top of the head forward, feet back. Wiggle the fingers as an option. 3 breaths. If you'd like extra, you can inhale both arms forward, and then exhale them back, otherwise just keep them beside you. 2 more breaths. Last one. Holding the arms forward, and then folding the arms forehead or cheek down to the arms, and just relax. All you might want to do is just sway the hips gently from side to side, and just take a few breaths to relax, release. Slow down your breath, which will slow down your heart rate. Framing the chest, inhale, pull the weight back to the hips, inhale, lift, and then exhale back. Sinking the hips back to a child's pose. Just a breath or two here. Good, and then we'll come to a Vajrasana position. So Vajrasana is here, so either with the toes tucked or not. If you want to have the toes tucked, it'll just give you a bit of a foot stretch. So we'll go to the last flow. So we're not even going to do any of the peak poses here. This is still just a warm up towards it. But we'll go back into the sequence we did before. So I'll take the right foot out to the right, and then the left knee is down. Yeah, we're going to do a little mini sequence. So inhale, both arms up. And then as you exhale, left hand, left hip. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right elbow, right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over the body. Inhale, reverse again. So we inhale, left hand, left hip, right arm up. And then exhale, right elbow, right thigh, left arm up and over the body. Good, one more time. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, right elbow, right thigh. Good. Let's bring the left hand down and then lift the right foot up and right hand up towards the ceiling. Strong through that left hand down, strong through the left knee down. If the knee's a little bit tender on the left knee, you can put a pillow or something underneath it, but we won't be here for too long. Option 1, right hand in the air, right foot out. Option 2, right hand on the hip, nice big circles. 2 more breaths. Good, reversing the rotation of the circle, you got it. You can bend the knee if you need to. And then slowly releasing, swap sides. So left foot out to the left, and then right knee down. Good, inhale, both arms up. Exhale, right hand, right hip. Inhale, reverse. Left arm up. Exhale, left elbow, left thigh. Right arm lifts up and over the body. Good. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, left elbow, left thigh. Press strong down. Inhale, reverse. Last one. Exhale, left elbow, left thigh. Let's come into our little mini half moon. So right hand down, left foot lifts, left arm up to the ceiling. Extending through that left foot. So flexing the toes, pressing away with the foot. Good, looking down towards the right hand maybe, or up towards that left. Option, if you did on the other side, left hand, left hip. Nice big rotations, everybody loves these. Good, 2 more breaths, reversing the rotation. You can always bend the knee if you need to. Nearly there. And then you can bring it all in. Nice work. Let's take a little child's pose as a rest. Swaying side to side. That's it for the stronger version of the poses for this flow. So we're just warming our body up, as I said, for the next classes in the sequence. But you can learn a lot of body activation through these little sequences without actually coming into the proper poses yet. So we'll come onto our back. What I want you to do is just take one hand to each knee, and just little circles around with the knees. Just one direction, and the other direction. So the circle should be in opposite directions, and see if you can get the shoulders to rotate in the same way. Good, then we'll extend the right foot away from you, bring the left knee towards you. So the right foot should be on the ground, left knee towards you, and then left knee towards the left armpit. So extending that right foot away, left knee towards the left armpit, and just focusing the breath more into the belly than the chest. Swapping sides. So right knee towards the chest and then right knee towards the right armpit. So the opposite side to last time. That's it, one more breath in. And then we'll place the left foot down. So keep the right knee towards you. Place the left foot down so the left knee is up. And then place the right ankle on the left thigh. Thread the right arm through in between the legs and the left arm comes around. So they're both underneath the knee here. Lightly draw it towards you. Make sure you can put your head on the ground. If you can't, you'll want to grab a pillow because you don't want to have your head off the ground. It's not going to be nice for your neck. And then press the right ankle away from you while drawing the left knee towards you. So this is like a reclined pigeon. It's been called thread the needle, and a few other things, but essentially it's a same kind of stretch as a pigeon pose, but on your back. So it can be a little bit more accessible, a little bit more able to be gentle if you choose it to. So this is always an option if pigeon pose doesn't suit you. Nice big breaths, 2 more. And then we'll gently swap sides. So releasing that right leg, placing it down, so the right foot is down, and then left ankle, left thigh. Right arm around, and then left arm through underneath the knee, and then drawing that right knee towards you, pressing away with the left ankle, softening through the shoulders. And always going for the belly breaths whenever you can, but especially when you're on your back, it'll actually feel a little bit easier to do it. And you'll feel the expansion around the hips as well as you do it. Two more breaths. can gently release. So stretch both legs long, both arms up overhead. Lift the chest, rotate the wrists and the ankles a little bit. And then we'll take a bridge. So placing the feet down close enough to the hips that you can touch them or almost touch them with the hands. And then with no weight on the head or neck, most of the weight on the feet and maybe the elbows and the shoulders, lifting the hips up. So drawing them up. So you can support them with the hands or just keep the hands on the ground. You can either inhale, lift the hips, and then exhale, lower them. Or you can lift them and keep them up for a little bit. Just 3 more breaths here. If it's uncomfortable, just come down to your back and just rest your back on the ground for the next couple of breaths. Good breath. When you're ready, you can gently release the hips down. Place the feet to the edges of the mat, knees to center. Open up the arms. And just like swaying the knees side to side or like gentle little windscreen wipers, just loosening off the hips. Good. So if you're using this class as a warm-up for the next class in this series, you can head straight to that class now. Otherwise, if you're doing this class as a standalone or like a moving meditation and just a little flow, we'll come into Savasana. So lengthening the legs out long. And just making yourself comfortable on your back, making sure you've got all the last little wriggles out and movements out that you need to do. And just let the palms be however they want to be. Let the feet and legs be however they want to be. And the hips just relax. And just starting to notice your breath moving gently in the nostrils and out the nostrils. Noticing that subtle, gentle expansion of the belly as you breathe in. And that gentle, subtle fall of the belly as you breathe out. Noticing the whole body starting to soften and relax. Noticing it all the way up the back of the heels and the legs, all the way up the back of the hips, from the lower back all the way up behind the neck, up the back of the head to the top of the head. Gently moving over the forehead and eyebrows, down the nose, from the top lip around the cheeks to the bottom lip, the teeth and tongue relaxed and soft. The chest and shoulders, just let go as your arms melt down into the floor with this soothing sensation washing down the arms towards the wrists, hands and fingertips. The same gentle, healing, soothing sensation washing over the chest, belly, hips, thighs, knees, shins, ankles, feet and toes, till it just rests at the soles of your feet for a moment. That's it. And you can just completely let go and let your whole body just dissolve into the earth, feeling completely supported. And just surrender. There's nothing left you need to do. Feel free to stay here longer. That's what your body needs. But if you are ready to make your way back into your day, you can start to brush the fingertips over the thumbs. Wiggle your toes. And gently nod the head from side to side. And just starting to move however feels good for you and your body. And when you're ready, you can take a nice big stretch up overhead with the arms. Nice big breath in. And a little grin. And then just gently roll over to one side. Knees tucked in, head resting on the arm. When you're ready, you can make your way up into a seated position. We'll finish off with 3 breaths. Inhaling both arms up above the head. And as palms connect, exhaling down through center, brushing the thumbs over the forehead, nose and lips. And just noticing every little sensation. Just noticing how much more aware you are of every little sensation. And how different you feel now as opposed to when you started the class. Finish off, we'll rest the palms in front of the chest. We'll take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth together. Taking our breath in together now. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.